Alright, so we're going to burn this eagle flag on a piece of bamboo cutting board, and we're going to see how that turns out. Now the settings that I'm using for this is, I'm going to burn this using my Laserman by FLYINGBEAR. It's just a 5-watt laser. I've got the crosshatch going on here, which doubles the time span that it takes to burn something. We're doing 2,750 millimeters per minute at 65% power, and then I'm going to have it trace out, do a line around everything at 50% power. So just to kind of give you an idea, we'll do the preview here. I do have flood fill turned on, so that's why it's going to do that way. Now you'll notice that it's doing all horizontal there, and then once it finishes, it comes back through and it does the entire thing vertically. Hopefully you can see that. And then once that's done, it goes and it just traces the entire thing. There's a line trace. So, and I'm going to time lapse this just to give you an idea of how nice the FLYINGBEAR laser actually works. And just to give you an idea, here's that web interface that I use on both the FLYINGBEAR and my Atomstack. And so I'm connected through Wi-Fi to my laser out in the garage. I sent, here's the eagle flag file that's specifically made for Laserman, so I always put the, whether it's for the Atomstack or the Laserman, because the Atomstack's a 20-watt output laser. This is only a 5, so I've got to make my settings accordingly. And then you just click up here. It opens up a dot. I would do it, but it's burning right now. You can see the progress. It's 1.5%. This is going to be a 2-hour burn on this laser. But it'll open up a dialog box, a navigation box. You just navigate over to your file, and it uploads it. And then you can actually control it from here. If you had your laser all set up and ready to go, you could hit go, but I'd never do that. Once I transfer the file, then I go out to the garage. So let's head out there. Nice cool day today, but I guess we got some rain last night. So what I was going to do is just set the camera up and do a time lapse. Here's the Laserman interface. It's actually a lot nicer than the Atomstack. I love this Laserman burner. It comes with a drag chain all built in. Comes with a fan it's sucking the fumes out from underneath here right now. So it doesn't have air assist, but it probably has the next best thing, which is this vacuum. It's got a filter in here that catches all the soot and stuff, and it does help. And I'm going to take that filter out and show you what it looks like one of these times. But anyway, I'm going to set the camera up here so we can time lapse this flag, and we'll see the outcome whenever it's done. Okay, there she is. Look at that. Did a very great job. I think that looks absolutely perfect. This is bamboo, by the way. This is bamboo cutting boards. They cost about what I pay for these? About $1.25 each. Very nice. They're not the biggest things in the world, but they're nice for stuff like this. Anyway, just wanted to show this laser burner burning a eagle flag. Okay guys, so I'm going to do another eagle flag burn. This one's a little bit different. This one I'm going to use the Atomstack. So I've got the settings set accordingly. I've got 3,000 millimeters per minute at 65% power. I am going to do the crosshatch, and then I've got another layer that's going to be aligned at 40% at 2,000 millimeters per minute. And that's pretty much it. This is, of course, you see the outline of the cutting board. That's so I can line the image up exactly the way I want. And the way I do these images is I'll do an outline. So I'll import in. Let me just do that real quick. I'll import in, the image that I'm wanting to do. And so this is just a standard image, and I'll right click it, and then I'll do trace, and I'll do the trace, and then I will delete the main image. So that's normally the way I do that. So we'll delete that bigger trace. This is the one that I've already got set up, and again, got multiple layers. Got the first one, that's going to be the fill layer, and I do have the flood fill selected. And then this is just a line, so you can see right here, it's just going to outline the entire image. And it's going to go a little slower and a little less power. So just to give you a preview, here's the way it's going to do it. And I'll time lapse this one too. This one's showing it's going to take about an hour and a half. And so this is my workflow. So once I finish what I want, I go up here to File. You can also go down here to Save G-Code on this dialog box. I've just gotten in the habit of doing this. This is a Windows standard. So I go up here, Save G-Code. When it pops up, you can see I've already got the eagle flag for the Laserman in this folder. I'm just going to click on that, and then I'm going to backspace over Laserman, and we'll just put in Atomstack. And I do that so that I know which one of these are which, since the settings are different for each laser. Like I said at the start of the Laserman burn, it's a 5-watt laser. This is a 20-watt. Then I'm just going to hit save. Now I'm going to come over to this screen. I'm going to double click my Atomstack web UI. Once it loads up, you go to SD file. I'm going to click right here. This is the little upload symbol. Going to navigate over here to where I've got all my stuff. There's G-code, eagle flag, and here's my Atomstack file. And you'll see that it'll load. It's actually through Wi-Fi, transferring it to the laser. Once it's finished, it's going to pop up here in the list. I always make sure, where's it at? Eagle flag. I always make sure that the size is what it was on the computer. I have had where after transferring it, for whatever reason, the size was different. It didn't get a full transfer through. So make sure your size matches the file size on the computer. Now at this point, if you actually had everything lined up already, you could frame it, and then if you even needed to frame it, and you could hit start, the little play button here, and it would actually start the burn. Now I don't do that. At this point, I go ahead, hey there dog, and head out to the garage. Now I've already got this roughed in. I've got it set pretty much to the corner. I've got the board lined up, and what I did there was I just eyeballed and made sure that the tip of the laser, when I drag it down, stays in alignment across this edge right here. Now at that point, you do want to do a frame. We're going to hit carve. We're going to select eagle flag. Wrong one. Eagle flag, Atomstack. And I don't know if you've got to do this, but I always hit position. And then I hit frame. And we're going to see how much we're going to have to shift the laser to get it to fall in. And you can see that we're probably not quite a quarter of an inch, probably 3/16 of an inch on this edge right here. Probably real close to the same on the upper edge. Okay, you can see we're right on the edge there, so we're going to want to come over just a little bit. See how we look on the bottom. And maybe come down just a little bit. So we're going to go to the left and down just slightly to get it closer to the center. And what I like to do is I just take my thumb on the wheel, because you can just barely shift it. I don't know if you saw that, but it just barely shifted down. And we needed to go more to the left. So again, I'm going to put my thumb on the wheel, and I'm just going to barely shift it to the left. Now I'm going to hit frame again and see how we're looking. Probably about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Probably 3/16 from the top edge. Probably about 1/8 of an inch from this edge. And probably 3/16 from the bottom. So I think that looks good. So at this point, once it's finished framing, I'm going to hit go. And we're going to see how the Atomstack burns this compared to the way the Laserman did. Now, if you notice this little tape, I've got one on the top and bottom. That's just to make sure that as the laser's moving and jogging and, you know, going from side to side and up and down, that it's not slowly vibrating, you know, my workpiece. I want it stable, so that where the laser thinks it is when it starts and where it thinks it is when it ends, you know, is going to be as accurate as possible. Now at this point, I'm just going to hit the play button. And then we're just going to do one copy. And I'm going to turn. Now the nice thing about the Atomstack is it's got the air assist. So that does help. And you can see that Atomstack, and it's blowing through it really good. So I'm going to do a time lapse on this one too, and then we'll compare the two. Alright, looks like we're done. Let's take a look at this. We'll turn everything off. Look at that beauty. Hopefully that's coming through as good as what I'm seeing. Nice and deep. And the one bad thing about bamboo is, you know, you can see these little lines that it didn't quite burn away. That's the problem with bamboo. No matter what laser you get, you know, this is layered bamboo that's, I guess, been glued together under pressure. And it makes a nice, you know, bamboo board, but it's so inconsistent as far as, you know, the depth and the density that, you know, some parts of it burn away easier than other parts. But you can clearly tell that the Atomstack definitely burned deeper. You know, it is a 20-watt laser versus a 5-watt for the Laserman, but yeah, look at that. That is just beautiful. There's the Laserman burn. I mean, it's a beautiful burn too. Anyway, that is it. That's my workflow for using my lasers. Is you know, once I turn it on, it takes about 10 to 15 seconds for it to connect to my network, and then I go in. I'll already have all the light burn stuff done, and I already have saved the files, the G code to a folder, and then I come out here and I turn it on. By the time I get back inside, it's ready to have the files sent to the module or the control board. And then you know, this memory card is where those files end up. Now, another way, if you don't want to use Wi-Fi at all, is you can take this memory card out, carry it inside, put them on the memory card, and then come back out and put the memory card in, and then they'll be listed there, you know, in the list. But anyway, that's my workflow. That's the way I do it. I don't have a computer out here in the garage directly connected to it. That is the best way. Is if you have I do have a couple extra laptops, but to leave them out here, connect them with the USB cord, the problem is I would still have to transfer the files to that laptop because I'm not going to do the work on the laptop. I like looking at a dual screen setup. I like having a bigger monitor. Those are 24-inch monitors. So I just like doing all my work on my desktop. So that's my reason for not having a computer, you know, one of the laptops hooked up to this with a USB cable, is I just prefer working on a, you know, a nice big computer. Anyway, enough of that. Nice little burn with the Atomstack. This is the S20. The X20 and the A20 are the same thing, just different colors. Anyway, I'm out. You guys take care.